This is a review of the Bachmann Class 20 locomotives, which are in the underground London Transport livery. These are special limited edition models exclusively for the London Transport Museum. So at the bottom you've got the red London Transport livery, and it's number 20189, and then you've got the sort of more modern underground livery, and it's 20227. So yeah, this is the more modern livery. To show you the ends, so the part numbers, so for the London Transport model on the left it's 320307Z, and the next one it's 32030Y. I'll just take them out of the boxes. Like I said, they're both limited edition. I think it was either 1,000 or so, or 500 of each, I can't remember exactly. They don't come with certificates. They come with a standard Bachmann booklet with the parts and things like that you need, and also information about the Collectors Club and all the spare parts should you have faults and that sort of thing. So I'll show you the model ending in Y, or part number Y, first of all. So it's the standard Bachmann packaging. You get a detail pack there which looks like the sort of fan covering things if you want to add that inside the locomotive. And also the little detail parts for the end of the locomotive, so the coupling ends. So yeah, this is the London Transport one. Sorry, London Underground style livery. If I get it to focus or not, just about there. 20227. Quite a nice model. Quite different from all the other models actually that Bachmann have done of the Class 20. Really striking colours, which I quite like. And it's nice to have the pair to go together. I'm going to run them both on the layout in a second, and I've got quite a lot of hopper wagons I think they'd look quite good with, and I've also got a London Underground guards van, but a Hornby model, so that can go with it. So yeah, this one's got sprung buffers, the smaller removable couplings, obviously you can take those off. It's got painted detailing on the underside, on the bogies, and around the sort of battery and thingy boxes underneath. You've got sprung buffers on both ends. Windscreen wiper detailing at the ends. You've got quite nice, if I can get to focus there, quite nice sort of the electrical stickers on there as well, at the ends of the cab to show you. No fan in there, and also no openable doors, it's just completely sealed unit. But yeah, very nice. You've got the little holes on the ends where you can put the detailing parts onto, and the sort of headboard, I think that's the right word, and the quite nice grille detail. It's a nice sort of very light creamy sort of colour, just slightly off white, with the grey roof and the red ends and the blue under, sort of just above the underside there. So yeah, really nice model. There's no lights or anything on there, which is a bit of a shame actually for the newer Bachmann models, because that would have been quite nice really. So now I'm going to show you the other model. So you've got the same detailing pack on there, or in there rather, same packaging and everything. Just take that one out there. So you've got the same sort of coloured grey roof on this one, as you can see between the pair, but obviously this one it's slightly different. It's slightly more sort of greeny coloured on this one. It's got the roof all the way to the end. So I believe these two models were painted recently in these liveries, and I think they do work on the underground, probably if the trains break down or things like that. So you've got the same sort of detailing on the underside, the same painting effect. Got a little Scottish dog emblem on the side there. Same, no cab door opening, no lights, that sort of thing. It's got the nice wipers and effects. You've actually got numbers on this one, on the headboards there at both ends, which is quite nice, and the grille details all quite nice. Obviously on the underground one the grille is a different colour. On this one it's kind of same colour, but still really nice. It's probably quite difficult really to get the right stock for these two to run with really, like I say, because there isn't really, as far as I know, any off-the-shelf stuff that runs with a London Underground. Like, you can't get the underground trains, I don't think, for 00 gauge, as far as I know. but don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. So, but I'll show you the wagon that I've got. So this is the Hornby R6500 British Rail 20-ton brake van. It's actually got the London Underground circle sort of livery to match what's on the locomotive, which is quite nice, with a little rail freight logo and that. So I'm going to use that with some freight things. I'm not sure actually what they do kind of pull in real life. Like I say, I would assume that it's for recovering broken trains, because obviously the Underground does go overground as well, so there's potential that these can be used on there. So yeah, I'll set up the layout with the rolling stock, and I'll show you the boat. So here we have the two double-headed Class 20s in the London Underground and London Transport livery. I've got them, as I said, hooked up with some of the Hornby, the EWS hopper wagons, which are the R6628. They're EWS, and they are graffitied and weathered. I think these were going to be a limited edition set of wagons. I think they were due to be sold exclusively through Model Zone, but obviously Model Zone went under and whatnot. And also, so they were sold, I think, directly through Hornby and through their concession stores. So yeah, but they go quite nicely with this. They like a nice freight load. And also the rear guards van is the London Underground one, as I showed in the review earlier. You get to see them going around the curve of the station. But the locos are really smooth. Obviously the graffiti on the wagons is the same on each one, so I kind of alternate them, putting different way around, so it kind of makes it a bit more kind of realistic. Because you see a bit of variety as they go around. And the graffiti effect's probably quite sort of realistic. Tend to be when you go around sort of London and see the rolling stock. There is quite a lot of graffiti on the stock around London, especially the overground locomotives and the carriages and whatnot. Yeah, I'll bring it into the stock, and then yeah, like I say, you can see they run really well. I've put them face the opposite way, so the cabs are at the end, which I think is how they normally run when they're double-headed, so that you get to see obviously the better visibility in both directions.